I know you cannot see me, I'm in the dark, but I'm done from the immigration. I have my passport, but there was drama. There was drama. Let me just go. I'll judge you when I arrive. So I arrived in Nairobi 11 a.m. and my plan was to look for a Safaricom shop such that I activate my SIM card I already had, and I already had money on the M-Pesa, so I had forgotten the PIN. I needed to reset it. So I visited one shop. They said they cannot help me because I opened the SIM card with my passport. They sent me to another shop. It was the same thing. Another one, they didn't have network, so the only option was to go to the head office, Safaricom. So I went there and the queue was crazy. Oh my goodness, the queue was crazy. We have to queue outside before you go to the security to let you inside. So I likely queued and my turn came. I entered inside. I got a token. Oh my god, we had to use tokens. They read your token, you go to a counter. So I explained everything, what happened and what I want, and they told me they recycled my SIM card. I cannot use it. It's no longer mine. They give it to someone else because I spent a lot of months without using it.
You're from Uganda?
Yeah. How did you know?
Plus 256, that's the number.
Oh, okay, the number.
That's why I didn't use Kiswahili.
Yeah, I don't know, really. I know small.
Small Kiswahili.
Yeah.
Good. It's hot. I'm feeling hot.
Inactive, so they recycled it. I think that happens in Nairobi, and I was surprised about that. Because how can they recycle my SIM card? I registered that SIM card in my names. I was using it and I even have money there, you know? I was really so surprised that such things happen. So I went and they told me to fill a certain form. The only option is for me to claim the money I have on the M-Pesa. So I filled a certain form and I registered a new SIM card. So that's what happened. I spent like almost 1.5 hours in the Safaricom shop. It was crazy. And mind you, by this time I wasn't able to contact my host. I had the location, but I didn't know the exact apartment, you understand? So I needed to contact her to give me the exact security passcode of the apartment. Yeah, so luckily enough, I got everything and I contacted the lady and she gave me the passcodes, but it was around 2 p.m. and I was hungry. And I was tired and it was cold because it started raining on Nairobi.
They removed the line from?
They just deactivate
it?
Yeah. So you can go and reactivate. Yeah.
Yes.
But they don't give it to someone else.
It's like a bank account, eh?
Yeah. But here it's different.
Yeah. But the code rules that the line should be yours forever because we may be talking when you are going abroad, eh?
Yeah.
And when you go there, we have no communication line.
Yeah.
When you are there, you want to send me something like money or, you see? And the money will get lost.
And there is this thing, I had a sister here, and when she sends money, like to Airtel line, it brings someone's other people's names, not my names.
Not your
Why?
name. Airtel?
Yeah, Airtel, like using M-Pesa.
Airtel money?
Yeah, to send on Airtel money. So when she sends, it doesn't bring my Airtel names. They bring someone else.
That is crazy.
It's crazy, really.
Although Airtel, the problem with Airtel, they are not serious. You know, their SIM cards has no PIN.
Really?
It's only the 4 zeros. Unless you change PIN, eh?
Yeah,
so if I get a SIM Airtel PIN here, card here, I can use it to make call. And it is the one that is being used by Zags.
Okay.
Zags use some Airtel too much.
I get it. You can have the SIM, but you do not register for
it's not
mobile
registered
money.
in your name.
Then someone gets it and they register. Oh my God. How?
Airtel are not serious here in Kenya.
But in my country they are okay. Yeah.
Here they are not okay. They are not serious. Even their network here, mostly here in town, it's very down.
What?
When you got a place with a lot of congestions, their network goes down.
Oh my.
Airtel.
Hey, in Nairobi you can get lost.
Very fast.
Last time I got lost when I came. I wanted to come to the police.
This central.
Yeah, who is it? This
one.
Yeah. And I got lost.
You can have used Google Map.
I didn't have data. I didn't have bundles. I didn't have bundles. I got lost. And I got a motorbike. And they charged me 300.
It's near.
Yeah, and I went there. I was like, really? I can walk here?
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Police. Sure.
Because I'm filming.
Actually, we want to get the ring of Kenyan coffee going to the international market. In 2024, we had that year, we had the best coffee being sold at $35 per kilo. The year 2025 at $60 per kilo.
Maulimo malikia rĩngĩ-inĩ kĩa wonjoria ihinda-inĩ rĩrĩ nĩkwendera wandandũ wonjoria-inĩ waku gĩtagwo gĩkama wa Mwaura.
This one.
This is your head office.
Oh, finally I've entered. I am so tired. So I've arrived to give you a house tour. I'll do it tomorrow, but literally tired. I have to guess you what happened. Oh my god, today it was something else. I have to guess you what happened. Look at me. It's currently 7. It's 5:20. Look at me. I'm hungry. I am tired. Oh. Thank you so much for watching. Let me rest. I'll just you what happened. It's so cold. It has been raining as well. See you.